From our kind of read of the Zuckerberg character, we decided to choose a few different palettes to work within. And we wanted something that was electronic, but felt kind of organic, and it felt imperfect. We didn't want to make a crystal clear, clean, digital, too precise sounding record, or score, I guess, in this case. So we wound up primarily using this instrument, which is a pretty weird piece. It's called a Swarmatron. It's by these two guys in Brooklyn that hand build these things. And if you open some of these keyboards up, you'll find a circuit board. If you open this one up, you'll find a spider web of cables and soldering and madness. It's got a key to turn it on, which should be an indication of what might come out of it. But it's a strange instrument that why I like it is it's controlled by these ribbons, and you can change the pitch. So getting a melody is sometimes a chore because there's no real marking. You kind of have to feel your way around. But also because it's a cluster of notes that can then spread apart, and you can get a strange kind of beehive-ish kind of sound to it. And so what we would do in this is treat this instrument as though it's part of almost an orchestral sense. We'd multi-track performances of this and come up with a very rough idea, and then I would start to orchestrate the pad, the enveloping kind of the place where it sits, usually with this instrument, and just do multiple passes. Atticus is recording it over there. And the end result then can get this kind of weird hypnotic setting for things to take place in. I think we have a couple examples over here.
Who paid for the trip?
It was paid for at the $1,000 account I had set up a few months earlier.
At this point, your $1,000 was the only money that had been put into the company.
Yes.
How did you feel the meetings went?
It's subtle, but what's nice about it is everything's a little bit out of tune, and everything's kind of out of time a bit, and one's warbling and the other one's steady, and it kind of gets a nice organic texture that you wouldn't get from a digital synth or from a quantized fixed performance. And then an unsolo.
No, excuse me for a second. The sound is you make me.
So this track started with a piano figure in the background.
It's in a tisk.
And then we wanted to set that piano somewhere where it felt like uncomfortable.
Guys, what is this?
Now we've got several tracks of Swarmatron behind it.
Shit. Oh, it's all right. It's gonna be all right. Turn. No, it's cool. I have it under control.
Anyway, that's one of the ways we would use that type of instrument. Not that that couldn't be done in other things, but it had a unique kind of identity in the way that we used it, and it felt right for this project.